4:56 mark. Also, Gatson checking back in for the Pirates, replacing Deng. So Ruckman replaces Rockers. 29-26, the score remains. Scoring pace has slowed considerably here over the last 5 minutes. As the Pirates inbound, Gatson gives it back to Howard. Pirates can tie with a 3 here. As Howard works around the right side. In the corner, gets it to Gatson. Gatson popping out is Anderson. Anderson fakes the 17-footer. Now gives it to Gatson. Left side over to Howard, 16 on the shot clock. As Howard dribbles around the arc. Bounces it to Anderson, nearly lost it, but saves it on the wing. Now 9 on the shot clock. Anderson kicks it out to Gatson. Gatson in the corner to Howard. Howard drives the lane, shot clock at 3, gives to Roush. Jumper is good from 12 feet. Kyle Roush extending the range a little bit. He's got 6 points in the first half, and just like that, it's a 1-point McKendree lead, 29-28. 4:11 left in the first half. Wolff bounces it right side for Steppe. Steppe looks up top, has Copeland there, reverses left side to Wolff. Wolff looking for Hobby on a cutter, instead goes on the block to Ruckman. Ruckman muscles in, pump fake, off the glass and in over Roush. Ruckman 6 off the bench in this first half. 31-28, Cats by 3. Drive down the lane, stolen away by Copeland. They give to Wolff, and Wolff running a secondary. Now he's double teamed on a trap, and he tries to throw it off of Gatson. Harry Statham was trying to call a timeout, but Wolff knocked it out of bounds. Good call by the official, as Harry Statham's call for a timeout was never heard. 31-28, 3:41 left in the half. That's 11 turnovers for McKendree in the first half. And now Copeland talking to the officials saying, yeah, we called the timeout first, but they're not going to get it. Howard with the basketball for Park between the circles, guarded by Steppe, left side over to Anderson. Up top to Fairley, right side, that's Gatson. Gatson looks for a cutter, up top he's got Howard. Howard left side over to Anderson, he fires up a 3, back iron, no good. Ruckman skies for the board. Dave Ruckman with his 4th rebound of the afternoon. 3:20 to go first half, Cats nursing a 3-point lead. Right side, Steppe has it. Up top to Copeland, swings left side to Wolff. Wolff on the block to Ruckman again. Ruckman backs it in, the turnaround look, right hand hook, and gets the friendly roll. Dave Ruckman with 8. 33-28, Cats by 5, approaching the 3-minute mark of the first half. Derek Howard with the basketball for Park University, dribbling near midcourt. Works around the arc right side, gets it in the corner to Gatson. Gatson up top to Anderson. Anderson dribbles in, wraparound pass to Roush. Roush loses his footing, but they call a foul on Ruckman as Roush lost his balance. That's the first on Ruckman. 6th team foul. So the Pirates will inbound with 2:46 to go in the first half. McKendree leading 33-28. Final game of the regular season. Cats need a win to claim the 1 seed in the AMC tournament. Inbounds goes to Gatson. Between the circles to Howard. Howard dribbling out near midcourt. Calls the play from the sideline. Gets it right side to Anderson. Popping out is Roush, dumped down low, stolen away by Hobby. It was intended for Fairley, but Hobby read it all the way. 2:30 to go first half. Down the right sideline to Steppe. Quickly underneath to Ruckman. 2-man game, Steppe, 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Copeland tips, no good. Wolff the rebound in the lane. Kicks it out to Hobby. 3 from the wing. Back iron, no good. Copeland in position for the rebound. Saved momentarily by Ruckman. Now Wolff underneath to Copeland. Copeland up off the glass, no good. Ruckman fights for the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bearcat basketball. A wild sequence as Copeland got tangled up, I believe, with either Roush or Fairley. Fans wanted a foul call, nothing doing. And on the miss, Copeland found himself wide open for the rebound. 2:08 to go first half. McKendree nursing a 5-point lead. Wolff to inbound. Triggers it into Steppe. Now in the corner to Wolff. Back to Steppe, reverses left side to Hobby. 3 from 23, no good. Rebound to Roush. Outlets right side, that's Tyler Price in the lineup. Down to Anderson, gets a step on the baseline, high off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped in the air. Ruckman and Steppe fight for it. Steppe comes away with it. 1:49 to go. Wild sequences here at the Brecken Sports Center. Wolff across the timeline. Cats 33, Park 28. Hobby, fadeaway 17-footer, good. 10 for Eric Hobby. 35-28, Cats by 7, 1:30 to go in the half. Right side, Price. Price dribbling between the circles. Looks left side, has Anderson there, wraparound pass to the wing to Howard. He resets the offense now as he walks between the circles, left side to Roush. Roush up top to Price. Quick three on the way is short. Hobby tips the rebound. Wolff flies in to try and save it, but he saves it to Anderson. Anderson dribbles down the lane, picks his way, loses control of the basketball, and it comes away with Hobby. Looked like he wanted to shoot it and realized he was double teamed, tried to kick it underneath, and when he did, Hobby was able to tip it away. Inside the final minute of the first half, Wolff dribbling on the left sideline, gets it over to Hobby, but it's stolen away by Howard. 2-on-2, Derek Howard down the right side to Anderson. He's fouled on the shot, it rims out, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots, 45.2 seconds to go. As Andy Wolff picks up his first foul, and that's team foul number 7. And that'll put Rico Anderson at the free throw line, where Anderson is 1 of 1 so far this afternoon. Anderson, a 74% free throw shooter. Shot on the way is good. Pirates perfect from the line so far at 4 of 4. Excuse me, 3 of 3. 35-29, the McKendree lead is 6. Make it 5 as Anderson hits both free throws. 7 points in the first half for Rico Anderson. Wolff to inbound, Park to apply full court pressure. Inbounds goes to Copeland, hands back to Wolff. Wolff drives through a double team. He's across midcourt, hands to Steppe. About a 9-second differential between the shot clock, game clock, but Hobby's going to fire a 3. Bingo! Eric Hobby is third 3 of the half. 13 for Hobby, and the Bearcat fans in attendance on their feet. They lead by 8, 38-30. Shot clock turned off. Park can hold for the final shot. 18 seconds left first half. Howard dribbling near midcourt, guarded by Wolff. Between the circles to Fairley. Nearly lost it, gives it to Anderson left side. 10 seconds on the game clock. Anderson on Copeland, drives the runner from 10, no good. Wolff the rebound. Wolff, 4 seconds. Outlets to John Steppe ahead of the pack. Steppe lays it up, blocked. Ruckman, rebound, putback is good, but it's after the buzzer. A great job by Rico Anderson to come back on defense. Pinned it against the backboard on the layup by Steppe. Ruckman was a half second late in getting that ball up and in. It went, but it was after the buzzer. Nonetheless, the Bearcats go to the locker room leading 38-30. What a first half we had here at the Brecken Sports Center. Back and forth in the early moments. The Bearcats seized the lead with about 7 or 8 minutes left in the first half. Built it out to this 8-point advantage, and we had some wild sequences there in the final 5 minutes of the period. But we need to step out and catch our breath here. We're going to step out for a 2-minute break, and when we return, we'll go take a look at some first half statistics, analyze that first half, go over the playoff possibilities, and get set for second half action. McKendree leads Park at the break, 38-30. Back in 2 minutes. This is McKendree basketball on the Bearcat Sports Network. 4 points for Carrington Pettiford, 3 points from John Steppe, and a bucket from Andy Wolff. Rebound leader in that first half for McKendree was Hobby with 5. Wolff and Ruckman each with 4. Andy Wolff had 5 assists in that first half, adding to his career best total. He now has, do the quick math now, 522 assists and counting for the senior out of Centralia, Illinois. Andy also had 2 steals in that first half, as did John Steppe and Brad Copeland. For Park University, they were led in scoring by Rico Anderson, who had 7 points, 6 points each for Fairley and Roush, 5 points for Derek Howard, while 2 points each coming from Gold Dang Dang, Tyler Price, and Justin Hairston. Rebound leader for Park in that first half was Roush. He had 3 boards, 3 assists off the bench for Justin Hairston, and 4 steals for Derek Howard. We didn't mention the block leaders for McKendree, Hobby, Wolff, and Ruckman, each with a block in that first half of play. So right now, the way the standings sit in the American Midwest Conference, McKendree and Columbia are tied atop the standings at 11-2. And we've got some updates from Columbia. At the half, Columbia leads William Woods 32-24. So if that score holds, Park would finish at 12, or excuse me, Columbia would finish at 12-2. If this score holds here in Parkville, McKendree would be 12-2. The Bearcats would gain the #1 seed based on tiebreaker number 3, which would be winning percentage in conference play. If the Bearcats hold on, they'll complete an undefeated run on the road through conference action. Columbia lost at Park here earlier in the year. They are 6-1 in AMC road games. Park sits at 10-3 right now. If Park rallies to win, that would put them at 11-3. That would give them the number 2 seed in the tournament, because they would have the tiebreaker on McKendree based on a season sweep of the Bearcats. That is, if the Pirates rally from this 8-point halftime deficit. So Columbia and McKendree really controlling their destiny right now in the AMC race. The 4 seed will be Harris Stowe. They're 6-7 right now. They're a game ahead of William Woods, but they swept the Owls this year, so that automatically gives the tiebreaker to Harris Stowe. So the Hornets will host a quarterfinal game on Thursday against William Woods. Woods is locked in as the 5 seed. Missouri Baptist is locked in at the number 8 seed regardless of what happens today in their game against Hannibal LaGrange. But Hannibal LaGrange needs a win to stay ahead of Williams Baptist. Hannibal LaGrange sits at 4-9 in league play, while Williams Baptist sits at 3-10. Williams Baptist is hosting Harris Stowe as we speak. Hannibal LaGrange is at Missouri Baptist. Missouri Baptist won their second league game on Thursday with a 1-point victory at William Woods. So still a lot of unsettled things going on in the AMC. What we do know is we've settled things on the women's side. And a quick rundown, we have the unofficial pairings of the AMC tournament quarterfinal contest. Bearcats send their starting 5 out on the floor. Steppe, Wolff, Hobby, Copeland, and Rockers. And Park will counter with their starting 5 of Dang, Howard, Anderson, Roush, and Fairley. And it looks like we have some wetness near the sideline at midcourt on the opposite side of the floor. So we'll have a slight delay before starting this second half. McKendree once again leading 38-30. A win for the Bearcats gives McKendree the number 1 seed in next week's AMC tournament. As Deng will inbound for Park to start this second half. McKendree going from our right to left here in this final 20 minutes of play. Deng inbounds to Howard. We're underway at the Brecken Sports Center. Howard walks it across the midcourt stripe, picked up by Wolff. Hands left side to Deng. Deng around the arc, now splits double team down the lane. Layup is no good, but he is fouled on the entry by Steppe. That's the second on John Steppe, first team foul of the second half. That'll put Goldeng Deng at the line for 2 shots. Deng had 2 points in the first half, and Deng is a 77% free throw shooter. Clock stopped with 19:48 to go in this second half. Deng eyes the mark, first free throw is on the way, and it's off and in. Looked like it was off to the side and had a little bit of spin, came back and fell through. So the Pirates remain perfect at the line. Now 5 of 5. Second one on the way, good, nothing but net, and the Pirates cut the McKendree lead to 6 to start this second half. Some full court pressure on the inbounds, goes to Hobby, who gets it back to Wolff. Wolff down the sideline across the time to Hobby. Hobby down on the block, tried to force it underneath the Rockers, and it's knocked out of bounds by Deng. 19:40 to go second half. Hobby will inbound right of the basket. Hobby bounces it into Wolff in the corner, wraps it back around to Hobby, turnaround jumper from 10 off the iron, no good. Copeland there for the tip. Copeland's first bucket of the ball game comes on a second chance point. His first 2 points, and the Cats stretch it back out to an 8-point lead. Deng at the free throw line. Dribbling between the legs, looks high post, nothing there, now gets it out to Fairley. Back near midcourt, they give it to Howard. Howard guarded by Wolff. Shot clock at 18. Howard dribbling between the circles. Looks left side. Gets it to Roush, free throw line. Roush dribbles in, kicks it in the corner to Deng. Deng's gonna fire up a 3, it's short. Rebound hits the ground, Hobby has it. Eric Hobby with his 6th rebound, gives to Wolff. 18:58 and counting second half. McKendree leads 40-32. Wolff. Tried to throw it to Steppe between the circles, stolen away by Anderson, and he's gonna slam it home. Good anticipation by Rico Anderson, a sloppy pass coming from Wolff. Pirates within 6 once again, full court pressure on the inbounds. Wolff dribbles past Deng across the timeline. All the way down, kicks it on the block to Copeland, and he took the extra step turnover. That's 13 for the Bearcats. 18:31 to go second half, and that'll get Pettiford up off the bench for McKendree, replacing Copeland. 40-34 your score. Pirates can cut in half with a 3 here. As the McKendree fans getting a bit vocal, getting on their charges here. As the Cats still shooting 55% from the field. But they're battling the turnover bug right now. Howard between the circles. Looks right side, gives to Deng, dribbles around the arc. Now Anderson wraps it in the lane for Roush, who lays it up with the left hand and in. Just like that, the Pirates are within 4. Harry Statham wants a timeout. 18-11 to go second half. 40-36 your score. Pirates come out with some fire to start this second half. Pirates up to 42% from the field. A little bit higher now as we're waiting for the refresh. Probably around the 44% mark. As the Bearcats call their second 30-second timeout. Of course, whenever they take a timeout, they never sit on the bench, whether it's a full or a 30. They are always standing on the floor around head coach Harry Statham. Wolff will inbound for the Bearcats out of the timeout. More full court pressure coming from the Pirates. Wolff gets the basketball. He looks. He forces it into Steppe, who bounces back to Wolff. Wolff fakes the pass, now dribbles, left side to Steppe. Steppe back to Wolff. Wolff gets past Deng, bounces it across the timeline to Steppe. Steppe double team, but they get it back to Wolff. Wolff drives the lane, underneath to Rockers, can't handle the pass. Hobby tips it out to the arc, and it's taken by Howard. Howard in transition gets by Pettiford, shot blocked by Rockers, but Rico Anderson, fairly with the putback. And just like that, the Pirates are within 2, 40-38. Cats a bit sluggish to start this second half. Pirates playing with some purpose. Down the sideline of Pettiford. Pettiford underneath the Rockers, can't handle the pass once again. Roush comes away with it. Park could tie or take the lead here. And Ruckman comes off the bench. He'll be going on the next dead ball for McKendree. Rockers has fumbled the last 2 passes for the Bearcats. Howard between the circles. Dribbling against Pettiford. Hands to Deng. Deng around the arc, hands to Anderson. Anderson gets a screen from Roush. Down the lane, runner. Shot is no good, but he was fouled on the entry. He was on the floor. And it's going to be a foul whistled against Pettiford. That's his 3rd. Second team foul as Ruckman checks in for Rockers. We'll see if the Bearcats go back to Copeland here or if they let Pettiford stay on the floor with the 3 fouls. They do as Park inbounds fairly, or no, Anderson gets it into Roush. Now free throw line, Deng underneath to Fairley, who slams it home, and we're tied. Harry Statham wants another timeout. Park, on a 10-2 run to start this second half, has tied this ball game at 40. 17:01 to go second half. Still a long way to go in this one, but Park has dominated the first 3 minutes of this second half. So the Bearcats out of 30-second timeouts now. As they break their huddle. Sending the same 5 back out on the floor of Steppe, Ruckman, Hobby, Pettiford, and Wolff. And Park breaks their huddle. They will send the same 5 out on the floor. Roush, Fairley, Howard, Deng, and Anderson. Wolff to inbound, gets it into Steppe, back to Wolff. Back to Steppe, Steppe reverses to Wolff. Wolff fakes the pass, now back to Steppe across the timeline. Steppe down the sideline, has some room, lays it up, shot is no good, but he is fouled by Roush on the arm, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. That's the second on Roush. First team foul of the second half puts John Steppe, sophomore, at the line for 2 shots. John Steppe this season, 72% from the stripe. 16:50 left in the second half, tied at 40. Bearcats led 38-30 at the break. Steppe's first free throw is good. Bearcats regain a 1-point advantage at 41-40. Steppe back into the 2-shot foul is on the way, and that's also good, nothing but net. 5 points for John Steppe, 42-40 your score. Bearcats back out in front. Brad Copeland will check in on the next dead ball for McKendree. Howard trying to shake free of Pettiford, can't do it between the circles. Now hands to Deng, between the circles, Deng to Anderson. Anderson gives back to Howard, little 3-man game up top. Deng pulls up, 17-foot jumper is short, Wolff the rebound. Teams clear out. Wolff will get it across the timeline. 16:20 to go. Cats by 2. Pettiford gets it on the sideline right side. Back up top to Hobby. Hobby back to Pettiford. Pettiford guarded by Howard, drives the lane, passes it to Wolff. Wolff on the right wing, dumps it on the block for Ruckman. Ruckman has a knock from behind, out of bounds. No, they're going to say it was off of Ruckman. It looked like Howard came and knocked it out of bounds. As the Bearcats are looking at the trail official who had a better view and saying, well, maybe we're going to discuss things right now. As the officials talk about it, as it will be McKendree basketball, as there was a rather lengthy discussion. From this angle, it looked like Howard knocked it out of bounds. As Copeland checks in for Steppe at the 16:04 mark. 42-40, things getting a bit interesting here at the Brecken Sports Center. Columbia leads William Woods 37-30 in second half action. As Wolff inbounds to Pettiford. Pettiford looks for Hobby, nothing there, instead gets it to Wolff. Wolff drives, scoop down the lane, off the glass, no good. Copeland with the rebound underneath the Wolff, reverse layup, no good. Ruckman had the rebound, Wolff comes away with it, out to Pettiford, over to Copeland. Copeland lost it and traveled with the basketball. Double dribble. So the Cats come away empty after getting the reversal on the out of bounds call. 15:49 to go, second half. Turnovers continue to be the bugaboo, the thorn in the side for McKendree. That's 17 now for the Bearcats. Howard across the timeline. Drives right side. Tries to kick it underneath, stolen away by Hobby, thrown right into his hands. Gives it off to Wolff down the left side. Wolff accelerates, pulls up in the lane, kicks it over to Pettiford, 3 from the wing. Off the iron, no good, long rebound. Taken away by Deng. Outlets to Anderson, and he's going to lay it up and in. Anderson in double figures with 11, and we're tied once again at 42. Wolff across the timeline, has room down the left side, kicks it over to Hobby. 3 from the wing, off the iron, too strong. Copeland had the rebound knocked out of his hands. It's out of bounds off the Pirates. Hobby had a wide open 3, was too strong from the right side. 15:05 to go, 42-42. McKendree and Park. Wolff to trigger the inbounds. Gets it underneath to Ruckman, who lays it up with the right hand, misses, gets his own miss and puts it back in. Double digits for Dave Ruckman, he's got 10. Goes along with 5 rebounds. 44-42, Cats inside 15 minutes remaining. Anderson, some room down the lane, dumps it underneath for Anderson, shot blocked, rebound taken away, that's Hobby, that was fairly on the shot, and Hobby comes away with the rebound. Pettiford, cross midcourt, gives it to Wolff left side. Wolff on the wing to Hobby. Between the circles to Wolff. Wolff looks for a cutter as Pettiford flashed open momentarily. High post to Copeland to a cutting Carrington Pettiford. He'll go to the line for 2 as he threw it up over his head. Fairly whistled for the foul. That's his first, team foul number 2. That puts KP Carrington Pettiford at the line for 2 shots. 4 points in the first half, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Pettiford on the season, 68% from the line. Sean Rocker set to check back in for the Bearcats after this first free throw by Pettiford, and it's good. Rockers checks in for Copeland. And also checking in is Justin Hairston. He'll check in for Fairley at the 14:27 mark. 45-42, Bearcats by 3. Pettiford the back end of a 2-shot foul. Pettiford eyes the mark, second free throw is on the way, rattles in and out, rebound taken by Roush, and they're going to call a loose ball foul on Ruckman. Not the smartest of plays. Roush had position. Ruckman slapped in, tried to get the steal, and picks up his second foul. That is the team's third. Derek Howard will walk it up court for the Pirates. McKendree leading by 3. Howard across the timeline, left side to Deng. Deng up top to Roush. Roush right side to Anderson. Looks for a cutter up top, he's got Howard. Howard over on the wing to Hairston. Hairston guarded by Ruckman. Now back between the circles, that's Howard. Shot clock at 16. Howard guarded by Pettiford. Tries to get a step, good defense by Pettiford. Hands to Deng. Deng drives to the free throw line, hands to Anderson. Anderson dribbles behind the back. Runner from 10 is good. Anderson has been an offensive force for the Pirates today. 13 points, 7 in the first half, 6 so far in the second half. Hobby down the lane, The runner off the glass, no good, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Recognizing the defense sagging off, he took advantage of it and drew the 3rd foul on Kyle Roush. That'll put Eric Hobby at the stripe for 2 shots. 45-44, McKendree by 1, 13:44 to go, second half. Hobby, the senior out of Vandalia. The front end of the 2-shot foul. It's on the way, and it's good. Here comes Quintero in the lineup, replacing Roush for the Pirates. Hobby on the season, 87% from the line. That's the first point in the second half for Eric Hobby, who had 13 in the first 20 minutes of play. The reigning AMC Player of the Year with 1 more free throw attempt. Eyes the mark, shot is on the way. 2 for 2 for Eric Hobby. 15 points for Hobby, comes in averaging 18. Cats by 3, Park with the basketball, Howard across the timeline. Howard drives left side, kicks it on the wing to Anderson. Anderson fakes the pass inside, up top, hits Deng. Deng with the 3 left of the key, he rattles home, we're tied. 47 all, 13:23 to go, second half. Wolff tries to get past Deng, slows up at the midcourt stripe, now gets it to Pettiford. Pettiford across the timeline, guarded by Anderson. Pettiford spins, right side, looks to get it to Rockers, can't do it. Now bounces it to Wolff, 15 on the shot clock. Wolff, left side to Hobby. Hobby harassed by Howard, up top to Ruckman. Popping out is Wolff, 8 on the shot clock, out to Pettiford. Pettiford drives in, runner in the lane from 10 is good. KP with the bucket, he's got 7. Cats regain the lead by 2. Quickly the other way, Anderson lays it up and in. McKendree has no answer right now for Rico Anderson, and we're tied once again at 49. 12:38 and counting. Wolff picked up midcourt by Deng. He's popped on a double team, gets it over to Pettiford. Underneath the Rockers, pump fake, up off the glass, misses, rebound tipped, Ruckman there, shot good, and he's fouled. Dave Ruckman working hard as he has been the last month of the season, draws the foul. Hairston picks up his first. Team foul number 4, Ruckman with 12. He'll go to the line to try and complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Tyler Price back in the lineup for Deng for Park. Rockers takes the seat as Copeland re-enters, and Dave Ruckman looking for his 13th point. 51-49 McKendree. Ruckman short with the free throw. Anderson skies for the rebound. Gives it off to Howard. 12:20 to go. 51-49 Cats by 2. Howard near midcourt, dribbling, working against Wolff. Hands to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around the arc, hands to Price. Price gives top of the key to Howard. Howard with 15 on the shot clock, works it left side to Anderson. Free throw line to Hairston. Hairston kicks it back out to Price. 3 from the wing on the way is good. 5 for Tyler Price, and the Pirates lead by 1, 52-51. 11:51 left. Wolff walks in near midcourt across the timeline now, picked up by Price. Gets it to Pettiford on the right sideline. Pettiford top of the key to Ruckman. Left side to Wolff. Wolff looks for Hobby. Up top, has it knocked out of his hands, but it's saved by Wolff. Wolff has it stripped. Needs some help. Underneath, gets it to Copeland. Nearly lost it out of bounds. Copeland to a cutter. Pettiford lays it up no good, and he's fouled. A late whistle. They count the basket. I don't know about that. I thought it was a clean block. Looked like a clean block from this angle. The ball was still on its way up. Pettiford gets credit for the basket, though. The Cats will take it. 9 for Pettiford, and the lead seesaws. McKendree back on top by 1. 53-52, 11:19 to go. Howard hands to Price, another 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Wolff skies for the rebound on the baseline. 11:11 to go. Wolff quickly in transition. Looks left side. Hands to Hobby. Hobby thinks about the 3. Now wraps it back around, has it knocked out of his hands, and they're going to call a foul on Harrison. Tried to get it to Ruckman in the high post, and that'll be the 5th team foul on the Pirates. That'll go against Justin Hairston, that's his 2nd. Quickly up off the bench for the Bearcats is Mike Springs, likely to give Andy Wolff a couple of minutes rest here. 53-52 McKendree, 11:01 to go. This one appears like it's going to go down to the wire. Hobby to inbound, lobs it into Springs, we're back underway. Springs, right sideline to Pettiford. Now Pirates want to trap. Pettiford needs some help, gets it over to Copeland. Copeland dribbles out of trouble, gets it over to Springs. Springs Dribbles between the circles, left side to Pettiford. Pettiford drives, kicks it underneath to Ruckman, lays it up and in, but they're going to call a charging foul on Pettiford, as stepping up was Howard to take the charge. That's 4 on Pettiford. That could be a huge foul with 10:43 to go. That'll get John Steppe up off the bench for the Bearcats.